Julian, Rob, even though the city is in the midst of a $15 million project to repave several city streets, drivers say that you don't have to go far at all to run across spots like you see here, streets with dips, bumps, potholes, and patches. It's what happened to one man. He tells problem solvers it cost him a lot of money. He's been trying to get his money back from the city ever since.
All of a sudden, I hit this thing, and it was so hard. I kind of went down like that. And I thought I'd been rear-ended.
What Chris Archer thought was a hit from the rear turned out to be a nasty dip into a Laburnum Avenue pothole. A bumpy ride on December 17th, which he says brought not only a hefty bill.
Replaced all 4 tires and had the car realigned, and the whole thing came to $1,145 and some odd cents.
Mr. Archer says it also brought aggravation as he tried to recoup the money he spent on his Mercedes through the city's claim process by mailing a letter to the city attorney's office on December 18th, the day after the incident. A claim that this letter spells out was ultimately denied because the city's risk management team says they didn't know about the pothole. The chief of risk management, Keith Barron, tells problem solvers the pothole was reported to the city's 311 line as a problem on January 7th, which was after Mr. Archer's incident. But Mr. Archer says the next day, before he reached out to the city, he went back to where he hit the pothole.
The next day, when I came out to take pictures, they had done some minor repairs. Looked like they had shoveled some asphalt down in the hole.
Mr. Barron says potholes can occur suddenly, just like sinkholes, often resulting from water causing issues under the pavement, creating a cavity. And when a heavy car passes over it, the asphalt collapses, causing a pothole where one had not been seconds before. He says it's just unfortunate drivers don't report them when they first spot them by dialing 311.
Public streets, I think people should be able to assume that you can drive safely on public streets. And that's the contention of my debate right there.
Without a reimbursement in sight, Mr. Archer says he's speaking out to help other drivers.
If I can't get reimbursed, at least it might help somebody else to at least know what the process is and what you're liable to go through.
And so if you hit a pothole in the city and incur damage to your vehicle, you definitely want to safely, if you can, document that incident, taking pictures safely if you can, keep any receipts if you have to pay for damage, and then you write a letter and you send it over to the city attorney's office so that you can pursue your claim. In the meantime, city leaders say drivers all across the city, they have more eyes than the city does. So if you see that there's a pothole, even if you don't run into the pothole, they encourage you to dial 311 so they can note it and have it on file. Working for you in Richmond tonight, Shelby Brown, CBS 6 News.